Welcome to Concepts with Dan, where we're going to break down some concepts that are to do with do anything now, reality architecting, timeline jumping, all of that good stuff. Concept number one, timeline jumping. What the heck do we mean when we say timeline jumping?
Huh?
This video is inspired by this really cool guy. I'm going to find the name because it's not in my head, but I'm going to post it and you're going to see it. He spoke about how dimensions can be explained through points on a graph. So one dimension is a point on that line, 2 dimensions, etc., etc., etc. I might be butchering it, but you get the point. 3D, here we are. We can move, we can jump. There's 3 dimensions for us to explore. Then we have 4D, and from my understanding, 4D is time, right? So it's the same space that you can go up, down, sideways, etc. But we have that extra dimension of time where we can go backwards or forwards in time to what was happening in that space at different points of time. If that's the case, then 5D would have to be timelines. So it's the same space, the same third dimensional space, backwards and forwards, but different timelines. So different branches of the things that you could have experienced in that same space. Now, timeline jumping is the attempt to go from one timeline to another timeline. I think the way to do that is by making decisions. And it's so simple. It sounds so dumb, but making a decision is the differentiator. That is the little point on the fork where you could be on the timeline where you did do something or where you didn't do something. And that's it. And if you can grasp that concept and put it at the forefront of your brain, you will start making better decisions because you understand that you're either going to be on that timeline or this timeline, and you can then decide, hey, what timeline do I even want to be on, and what decisions do I need to make in order to be in that timeline? So for me, I have decided to follow a timeline where I get excited about the things I'm doing, and I'm also attempting to jump into a timeline where I'm making more money than I have in my entire working life. And it's difficult. There's things in the way. There's beliefs, there's doubts, there's all these things I'm working against to get to that timeline. But that's the journey and that's the beauty. Making that decision has allowed me to confront those things, to make those changes in order to get me to that timeline. So let's see what happens. But I am very confident and I know this shit works because I've done it with smaller things and it works. I'm not going to break down a theory and give you a mathematical equation. I just know that this shit works. Making decisions teleports you from one timeline to another, and that's it. Find me about it in the comments. Peace.